The Polyline command in AutoCAD allows you to group a group of lines and arcs together to form the one object. Now, if we look around the edge of our gasket, you can see we've got separate arcs and lines at the moment, sharing common vertices to show the gasket on the screen. We're going to convert those to a polyline. But if you want to draw a polyline, it's the 2D Drafting and Annotation Workspace again, Home tab, and there's the Polyline command right there. So if I wanted to draw a polyline, I click on that icon, and it's very much like drawing a line. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of freehand here. So if I click here, look, as you can see, I'm just clicking away, picking points and forming a polyline. Now the benefit is when I right click and I close my polyline there on the shortcut menu, that is now one whole object, as you can see on the layer gasket, and it's a polyline. So if I just click on that now and press the delete key on the keyboard to delete it, you'll notice the polygon we've created is also a polyline. Circles are not, they are a separate object. Now, we are going to utilize the Polyline Edit command to convert our lines and our arcs to a polyline. Now, I could have drawn the polyline going around using the endpoints of these yellow construction lines. I could have quite easily started and just gone round and just drawn that as one whole polyline. But I want to show you the Polyline Edit command because it's sometimes better to create your objects individually like that and then convert to a polyline as well. So there's two ways of looking at this. You can draw with a polyline straight away with the Polyline command here on the Draw panel on the ribbon, or you can use lines and separate arcs and then join them together to form a polyline. Okay, let's have a look at Polyline Edit. The quickest way to remember this is Polyline Edit. The two first letters are P and E. So I type P, E. Polyline Edit, press enter. It goes straight into Polyline Edit, P Edit, as you can see on the command line there. Now it's prompting us to select the polyline, or we've got a multiple option. You can see that on the command line. If I right click, I get multiple on the shortcut menu. I select multiple, and it says select objects. Be careful which objects you select. You need all the outer ones. So it's arc, line, arc, line, arc, line, arc, line. Once you've got those selected, right click to confirm. It prompts you now, do you want to convert those lines, arcs and splines, which we're not using, to polylines? Notice the prompt there is a Y for yes. Yes, we do. That will convert them to individual polylines. They're not joined together yet. Each line and arc will then just become an individual polyline. So we press enter. Now we get the option to join them. Now these are all the Polyline Edit tools. The only one you need to worry about is this one, join. So we click on join. Now we get a very, very strange request, a fuzz distance. Now, a fuzz distance in AutoCAD is a fudge it and fix it kind of distance. That's the best way to remember it. If somebody has drawn this outline of this gasket and left a gap somewhere, and you can't see it because of the magnification of your zoom, you might not know that there's a gap, which means you cannot close that polyline. So what you do is you put an exclusion distance to say if the gap is smaller than this, automatically close it for me. I'm going to put a fuzz distance in of 50. That should be more than adequate. 50 is the radius of that small circle on the drawing there. So anything under 50 will automatically be closed. I press enter, and that is done. That has closed and joined that polyline together. I press enter one more time to close the Polyline Edit command, and when I hover now, that is one whole polyline. Much easier to work with, much easier to manipulate. So try and work with polylines as much as you can and utilize your Polyline Edit command and your Polyline command.